Yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tashira Say. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 110 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Yes. So, what are we doing this week? Well, I got the great idea. And I will say this is a great idea, especially if it's very successful, which I think it will be. But anyhow, I got the great idea because we cover pretty much every genre in some form or fashion. And it came to me to approach it like this. And this is exactly how I went to the people. I said, hey, I finally decided to take the advice of, you guys and many other people around me. And I decided to become a promoter and a manager. And right off the bat, I started getting all of these crazy accounts from all of these real top pop acts. And, I want you to actually give me some submissions that I can put over to them. And, maybe we can get you a platinum plaque, put you on the top of the charts, that kind of thing. And, I broke it down real cool. And I think just how I approached it like that, everybody got into it. You know what I'm saying? And we actually have 4 submissions for pop music. Okay? Pop music. I'm talking about if you had the opportunity to make music for, let's say, Lady Gaga or Justin Bieber, Usher, Jason Derulo, several other people that are just out here killing it right now and have been killing it for some time, because pop can go the other way. You can get one of those situations like the girl who made the song Friday. Yeah. She's hot for a half a second and then you right back down in the dumps. So I just said approach it that way. You got an opportunity to make some music for these people, and what would you do? And like I said, we have 4 submissions, and the 4 submissions we have, I know it's going to be sick. So let's get things started off with my man that I hadn't heard from in a few weeks, but I'm happy to see him back in the lineup. My man, JSP8. Let's go. Yes, back in the lineup, our man JSP8. Welcome back, sir. Yeah, I likes that. I likes that. It sounds like he didn't know where he was going at first. And I'm not talking about the track, just from his submission that he wrote. It sounds like he didn't know where he was going at first, but he said as he was making it, he got to thinking Usher, and I was like, I can kind of see Usher over something like that. Yeah, touched up a little bit. What I want to say, filled out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Expanded upon. Maybe. If not Usher, definitely somebody. Like I said, somebody that's more of that. I guess you can kind of say R&B pop, so to speak. So Usher would fall in there. What's your boy name? I don't know these people. Anyhow, I mean, I'm going to be real. I don't listen to the radio. So when I was putting this submission together, I had to really sit here and think and look up a couple of names. That's the only reason why I know a name like somebody like Jason Derulo. He's black, but I'm like, I've never heard. Well, no, I have heard some of his songs. But anyhow, I'm getting off the subject. But yeah, I can definitely hear somebody who is more of that kind of R&B pop kind of subgenre or crossover. However, I can definitely see that. I like where he went with it. It's more of this is why I think Usher would rock over something like that, because it's the tempo and the sound of it is similar to some stuff I've heard Usher rock over, or somebody on that level. But yeah, I love the instruments. I love what he did with the drums. It was more of acoustic drums that he seemed like he beefed up a little bit through some synths and some synth string pads in there, and some others like synth kind of almost like a muted guitar, but it's not. It's a little higher. I like where he went with this. It's very musical, very cool and laid back, but I can still see, again, somebody like Usher or a couple of other people rock over something like that. So yeah, very, very nice to have you back in the lineup, sir. And let's keep it this way. All right, moving on. Going out to the West Coast to talk to my man, RTO Beats. Let's go. RTO beats. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bruh. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And you know what? When I was actually in the intro, I was setting it up to what this particular podcast would be. I forgot a couple of names just because I was, my mind was racing. But two of the people that I did name in the actual assignment was Beyonce and Rhianna, because of course they make, kind of that R&B pop type crossover. And to be honest, I would love to see either one over this joint right here. When I heard it and as it progressed, I was like, "Ooh, man, I like the way he went with this. The direction that he went on this particular track is very dope because he kept it more R&B than pop, but it will cross over. Tell me it won't. That will cross over. But I liked everything about that. I like the filtering and synths, and I love the drums that he used and how they were programmed. I like the synths and the different breakdowns, and there was a drop in there. This dude brought it, man. He continues to bring it. Jeez, OP. RTO is the man, yo. God, that's a dope track, man. Very, very nice. We got to get somebody over that for real, man. We got to work on that. Thank you, sir. All right, heading over to South Carolina. You know what time it is. DJ Nocturnal. Let's go. Yes, DJ Nocturnal. Back doing DJ Nocturnal. I love it. I love it. I love his submission. Check this out. So he said, just stepped out of the studio with none other than Madonna. I'm not supposed to leak this, but I trust you. So here's the instrumental for her next dance floor smash called Elevate. You know what? I can see that. Especially because Madonna just released something earlier this year, and one joint had Nas rapping over it, and it was another one. It wasn't J. Cole. Janet Jackson did a joint with J. Cole that was really dope. If you haven't checked that out, go check that. Something I think is called We Can't Sleep or something like that. But yeah, I can't. She released 2 singles at the same time, and they both had rappers on them. The one with Nas was really, really dope. But yeah, man, I do like this. I like it. You know what I really like about it is it's for pop music today. It's kind of minimalistic, and that's dope because that's going to let the singer do a lot more of the work bringing out the song. You know what I'm saying? Let them work a little bit harder. And that's nothing against the beat at all. The beat is dope. I really like I said, the simplicity of it. Very cool. He actually went with an 808 kick and snare and hi-hats. And I love the way he programmed them. I like the way they sound in the mix. I love, the synth bass and the synth keys and pads and everything else that he used. Very nice, very effective. And I can definitely see this playing like in a, it's definitely on a top 40 station, definitely in a top 40 nightclub, you know what I'm saying? One of those environments. Very, very nice, dude. I gotta give him props on this one. This is very nice. And the problem is well, I don't know if it's a problem, but the right person hears something like this from Locke may not ever make hip hop ever again. He's gonna be doing this stuff. I don't know if that's necessarily a problem. But Locke, excellent submission, my man. Very, very, very nice to hear that one. And now, closing out the show, you know who it is. Nuff. Let's go.
Haters said that life was dead and gone.
You're so alive.
So they moved away and left us here alone. But we stayed, sometimes fought for our lives with the will to survive. We couldn't give up cause we fought with the strength that was deep down inside.
sir. Sho-Nuff doing his thing, closing out episode 110 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Yes, sir. One thing I got to get off my chest real quick is I really like this submission, but it sounds really hot. And I know some elements are supposed to be distorted, but the overall sounds a little more distorted than it should. And it sounds like, maybe in the mastering process, he kind of overcompressed it. Maybe it could be just me. Once I take off the headphones and listen through my speakers, it may sound different. It may sound a little bit different. But as I'm listening to it in my headphones, it kind of sounds a bit distorted. I know some elements are supposed to be, but it sounds really, not really, but it sounds somewhat crushed. But beyond that, I really enjoyed the track. He actually said this is his ode to Detroit. And you can hear it. You can definitely hear the Detroit electronic dance music elements in the track. But it's very pop, in my opinion. That definitely belongs on the charts. Definitely belongs on, what do we have here? 95.5? Yeah. That I can kind of see that on 95.5, which is our like big top 40 station here. I know there's like one or two others, but that's like the one. I can definitely hear that on that particular station, especially depending on, if Sho is going to release it himself, where he's singing over it as it is right now, or he maybe get somebody else to sing on it. And I'm not sure who the lady is that's on there. Maybe that's his wife or one of his daughters. But I really enjoy that as well, man. There's not a Sho-Nuff beat that I don't like, that I've not enjoyed, and this just adds to it. Like I said, it just has that crunch to it that I'm not sure if that was meant to be like that or just in, trying to get in for the submission. He was like, all right, cool, let me go ahead and do this real quick and throw it out. I don't know. Either way, that can always be fixed later. But as far as the actual song, very nice. I like the elements. I like the way it built and it actually progressed, and then it actually had a breakdown, like right there at the 150, somewhere in that area. And it switched up a little bit and changed the pattern. And that was something, shout out to everybody in this particular podcast. They had those kind of elements in their submissions as well, to where the beat kind of changed, entirely. And that's what I hear in a lot of pop music, the pop music I do listen to where it actually has that time where it does change and go into like a chorus or a bridge, however you want to say. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed Sho's submission. I definitely see the Detroit in there. And he basically thanked me for for giving him the assignment of pushing him, because he said he's not really used to making pop or really doesn't like pop, but he did everything he could to to make something that is pop oriented. And don't thank me, dude. Just do it. So everybody that jumps in these particular types of assignments and they are successful, even if they aren't so successful, the fact that you attempted and next time you can always, next time you can do it again, or you can always go back later and shape up the track, fix it or whatever it may be. You can always do other tracks. But again, the whole point of this is not just about hip hop or anything urban. This is about what we do at CMA. This is about music in general. And that's why we go through all these different genres, man. I want people to be versatile. I want people to be able to do a lot of things. And there's a few people who can do that. We need to get several more, in my opinion. So yeah, shout out to Sho-Nuff, DJ Lockturner, RTO Beats, and JSP8 for participating this week. And thank you, the watcher, the listener, the people who rock with us every single week. If you would like to be one of us, be in the Weekly Homework Podcast, there's only one thing you need to do. Come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. I'm done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. See ya.